Hi, my name's Laurence James, and I'm the Product Alliances and Solutions Marketing Manager here at NetApp in EMEA. Today, what I really wanted to talk about was some of the success stories we've had around the EF series, and here I'm standing next to the latest in the EF product line, and that's the EF 550. It's seen huge take-up in the market within EMEA, so I just want to cover off two or three of the major ones that are very interesting stories. I mean, the first one that probably a lot of you know about is Diamond Light in the UK. So Diamond Light is a particle accelerator. It creates something called, it's a synchrotron, and it creates a type of light that is billions of times brighter than our sun. So like all particle accelerators, it generates vast volumes of data. And at Diamond Light, you know, they had an issue with extracting that data from the experiments in the particle accelerator and getting that data out to the scientists to process. And this is where the EF series came in. It acting as a cache between the particle accelerator, the experiment in the particle accelerator, and the scientists. It caches all of that data that comes out of that high energy physics, those high energy physics experiments. And those experiments, you know, affect us all. That particular particle accelerator is used very much to do the analysis of things like aircraft engines, turbine blades, other key experiments they do are things around things like viruses, you know, the deep makeup of a virus. So it's used in a way like a microscope, like the biggest, most effective microscope you could ever think about. So Diamond Light in the UK, that's one use case of the EF 550. The other key one, which I really like, is a company called UCB. UCB, a pharmaceutical company based in Brussels in Belgium, and in this case, you know, they are dealing daily with things like clinical trials of new medicines to solve the issues around, you know, and our knowledge around, you know, treating diseases such as Parkinson's disease, a disease that we all know about and have probably touched all of our lives. Clinical trials, as you know, take many tens of years, you know, to find the medicines and the drugs that are suitable to treat those particular, you know, types of diseases. And, you know, the speed with which they can analyze the data, you know, from the experiments they're doing for the new medicines is absolutely critical to pharmaceutical organizations such as UCB. This is where the EF series comes into play. You know, again, it is providing an acceleration for those applications that they need to run, and they need to run more quickly in order to remain competitive. It's a competitive marketplace, you know, and that's where EF 550, the EF series all-flash array comes in. So, you know, UCB, you know, a good example of where an all-flash array, where the data management is pretty much, you know, higher up in the stack. It's actually in the application. So it's application driven, you know, so that's how we would describe this class of storage, where the application drives the data management, and the EF series provides that raw speed needed to accelerate to get to the answers they require. And finally, my last use case, which I think which is also, you know, relevant to a lot of us, it's things like financial portfolio management. So Universal Investments, who are a German company based down in Frankfurt, they have the challenge of getting customers to their data more quickly. You know, and it's about things like driving customer loyalty, you know, and competitive market advantage in the marketplace. You know, if you can service your customers that much quicker, you know, the likelihood is that, you know, you can take market share. You can be the leader, and that's exactly how they're using this box, you know, in terms of the E-series solution, you know, in terms of making that happen, customer satisfaction, service, driving service levels, being first to the data, and be able to manage millions of financial portfolios on behalf of people. So those are my three sort of case studies that I would like to go through today. I hope that you found that useful. You will find a lot more information on netapp.com. You'll find the one-pager business and technical case studies, which are I would advise you to go and take up and read, and to use to help you make your decisions on where you're going to go in deploying flash technology. And if you need help with that process, NetApp have many years of experience where we can help you make the right decision with the right technology, that meets your customers and your competitive and your strategic needs. Thank you very much.